any freestyle rap at all?
Not yet.
Doesn't it appear to be extremely coincidental that you guys arrest people right outside of Governor Newsom's press conference? Is this really just a show of power?
Patriots, this is Secret Service Sam. Welcome to Samson's World. I am so happy to be here. I'm so happy to be alive. I'm so happy to be alive. Yeah, I'm so happy. Yeah, I'm so happy. Yeah, I'm so happy to be alive. Check the knob, Sam. Feeling good, guys? Welcome to Samson's World, where court, comedy, and culture and your universe collide. That's right. Today we will be talking about Three-Eye Atlas. Also, if you're noticing this, I had a colonoscopy today. So I can run you guys down a little bit of what that was like. Pretty overall good experience, I'd have to say. It starts with you have to do a cleanse. Has anybody out there done a colonoscopy? If you haven't, let me tell you, you should. Make sure, the doctor is in your network because that snikes gets expensive. Andre Lavelle up in the comments on Instagram. How are you doing? Thanks for joining. Guys, this is Samson's World, where we are broadcasting live right now to YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, Twitch, Twitter, 5 different networks at once. I just said, let's not fuck around anymore. I'm on the corner of I don't and give a fuck. Do you get what I'm saying here, Patriots? This is what I'm spitting down. So grateful, happy to be alive. When they put me, they put you out on the propofol. And that's what Michael Jackson at 50 years old. Isn't that so crazy to think the king of pop? Michael Jackson, and so much left him at 50 years old. Once you get close to the mark, I know some people have, it gets real. You're like, what? Michael, it's so young. We think of 50 as so old when we're young, but it's really young. Anyway, I'm digressulating. Did a 30-day water fast prior to mine. Jeez, Lord, that is intense, man. I'm guessing you just wanted to lose some weight because, Lord, you had everything cleared out of your colon. I just couldn't believe. So you do, and viewer discretion is advised. But this is important to know. Get your colonoscopy. One of my dearest friends, Tammy Holland, passed away last year. God bless her. A beautiful woman, beautiful spirit, entertainer, amazing woman from St. Louis. And she thought it was her menstrual cycle because if there's blood in your stool, that's not good. So get your colonoscopy. Get it around 40. 42 is when I had my first one, because insurance companies would be like, you don't need it till you're 50 because they don't want to cover the shit. Even if you have to pay for it, figure it out and pay for it. I know you're saying, Sam, I don't have any money. I get it. But what is your life worth? Because that's what happens. Because if you wait till 50 and you didn't go in at like 40, you might have polyps that have grown too big to save you. That's what happened to Chadwick Boseman. That's what happens to so many. That's what happened to my dear friend Tammy. Is she thought the blood it didn't mean anything. And it's so preventable, right? So if you catch the polyps in time, it's so preventable. Hey, no problem. Hi, Sam. Sorry, I haven't been active in live. Just lost one of my best friends in an accident Wednesday, and it's been horrible because I was on the phone with, oh my God. Wow, that is so heavy. I'm so sorry, Starry. Geez, Lord. Ugh. Well, I'm sending the best of love and energy to you today. And look, my little show is nothing. I'm just what a terrible thing. I'm so sorry you had to experience it. There's just really no words. Man, that's I can't even imagine. There's no justification, There's just most times there's just no explanation. You know, I say this like this idea of God and he and no. If anything, God is a she. I hate to tell you, fellas. It's so funny. Anytime I hear people say, oh, he, I'm like, is that God? God's not, I don't believe God's a man. God is most likely, more likely 3-eye Atlas than anything else we know. It's not somebody down here. And people think that it's a just God, and it's not. It's not fair. I mean, in the wild kingdom, it's tragedy all over the place. It's survive or get killed. We're the most civilized animals on this planet, and it's just nothing is fair. And I'm so sorry for your loss. That's just terrible. It's yeah. But so I'll move on, but I'll send a prayer to you. Sorry that just there's no, that you heal quickly. And I don't know. There's nothing we can do. We don't know enough about death to be able to know it's okay. We'll see you soon. Nobody's ever gone and come back. And, I think that's the problem with us humans. That's why religion was created, to keep us all in line. So, because otherwise we'd all be freaks and we'd have sex all the time and we'd just reproduce all over and we'd be bunny rabbits and stuff maybe, or we kill people and do terrible things. And so we had to create, ways of keeping people scared. Hey, if you do this, you're going to go to hell or you'll go to heaven. I thought about it today when they put me under, how do I know that I came back? This would probably be my heaven. What heaven would I want to be without my family? In my life where I'm on the way to being a superstar, comedian, talk show host, entertainer. I've been working on this for my whole life. But how do I know? Maybe this is just another alternate universe. Michael Jackson didn't wake up from propofol. They could have made an accident. Thank the Lord they didn't. But how do you know? How do you know you woke up last night? What is your version of heaven? My version of heaven is not these pearly white gates and just clouds all around and da-da-leap-a-doo and eating whatever. No, I mean, there's something beautiful about life is, there's a struggle. If I got just every single thing I wanted at all times, I mean, that's why, people like our president or these stars like Diddy. No, Diddy. They get so carried away in a God complex because they get too much. It's not a human needs struggle. A human needs downs and ups. You realize that the idea of heaven, like everybody works out, everything's great, everything, that's not, you can't live sustained like that. It'd be like Groundhog Day. You'd want to crash a car off the cliff because, you're just going to wake up again at 6 a.m. in the same hotel bed. But I don't know. I just think there's more out there, guys. I think there's more. Hello, Sam, and condolences, Starry, and the family and friends of the soul lost. Yeah. We are all in heaven at this moment in time. Well, I think we can live heaven on earth. I think that's what some people don't understand because there's hell on earth. We see it. We see it all over our world. We see there's genocides all over our world. There's people starving all over our world. There's kids being left and abused all over our world. So some people are living hell. That's what I find is so crazy about life, right? I could be like, oh, thank God, I'm so lucky. I have a beautiful wife, a beautiful family. I've known my wife since we were 19 years old. We made it through Hollywood. Nobody makes it moving to Hollywood. Thank the Lord. It's not easy. We've had to go through couples therapy, which always a work in progress. But that's what a marriage is. Like Nipsey Hussle said, it's a marathon. Man. But yeah, it's hard to explain. There is no explanation, but I wish we would, in the Jewish tradition, I'm not real religious. I'm more, just, spiritual, I guess, but we question everything. I want to know more. I want to know more. Do we see each other? I believe we do. Like I feel like I saw my kids in my dreams before they were born. I saw my daughter in my dream before she was born. I knew we were having a girl. It's just weird. Even my son, my firstborn, you know what I said before he was born? I said, Lord, just give us a healthy, beautiful baby. It was a boy, we found out. And, or did we find out? I think maybe it was a surprise. I don't know. Maybe it was a surprise. Anyway, I said, Lord, I just don't want a redhead. I said, please make it a healthy baby, but I don't want a redhead. I don't know why. I love redheads. Guess what color my son's hair is? Red. He's a ginger. And I didn't know, but being ginger is like you get discriminated against. He's like, Dad, girls don't like gingers and da-da-da. And he went to camp and they're like, hey, does the curtains match the drapes and all that shit, calling it, fire crotch. I mean, I remember that when I was a kid, the red hair, hey, fire crotch. I mean, but I never thought that was mean to a redhead, but I guess redheads take a lot of shit. So this is a message to all the redheads. It does get better. Thank you, Sam. I appreciate it. Of course. I mean, that's, we're here for each other. I was thinking about it the other day. It's just, if ever anyone out there throughout the universe who can hear these words come out of my mouth, if you ever feel like you don't have anybody, you might not have anybody. I saw a man today getting his colonoscopy next to me. He was very nervous, younger, not so old. He had lost both of his parents to cancer. And he was so nervous. And I was nervous and anxious myself. And I told the nurse, I said, man, this is why men can't have babies. You know what I mean? We're wusses. We can't take the IV. Women are so much stronger than men. Men would not have babies. Okay. If it was up to us and genetics were reversed, there would be drive-through abortion clinics with a beer. Guys would be like, hey, bro, just got my done. Want to go hit the links? Crazy. So men are not strong enough because they would never pee a Cornish game hen out of their pee hole. They couldn't do it. Anyway, I'm digressulating. But this guy had lost both of his parents. And, I just thought it's no matter what, I'm always here for you. You got me, you got my show. I'm here 6 days a week. If you guys, just need somebody who believes in you, no matter what, no matter your family drama, you know what I mean? No judgment, come to the table. Just somebody who's here, a voice for you to listen to of light and love and health and hopefully wisdom and funniness and laughter. Because I think that's important now. And honesty. I promise you to be authentic. I promise to be authentic and responsible with this platform and just honest. I think as long as you're operating in honesty, it's the greatest sword life can give you. Anyway, I'm totally digressulating. But sometimes it's good to have those talks. So I had my colonoscopy. I mean, I had to drink a gallon, right, of the glycite, whatever it's called. The glycite and that laxative. Oh my God. Disclaimer. I was on the toilet all damn day. It was awful, but it felt good to clear everything out like a car wash. I wish we had the technology to scan you. Hey, no cancer. You're good. Everything, your whole body, see all your body without a MRIs, all the CAT scans and all that shit. No needles, just zoop, zoop. Star Wars type shit. Why don't we have the type of technology on our phone? Like, zoot, zoot, zoot. Okay, Sam, you're healthy. Everything looks good. Why don't we have better technology of our bodies? Anyway, so I drank that stuff. I had the worst headache. Couldn't take ibuprofen. You can't take anything. So just going through it, the headache, it was bad. Didn't finish. I had about a glass left of the stuff, but disclaimer, just so you know, if you go through a colonoscopy, it's so you don't see any remnants in the toilet and it is yellow, right? You can have chicken broth. You can drink water. That's about all I had for the whole day. It felt good to fast. It feels good to still know you have some willpower. As you get to be an older adult, when you're younger, you do sports and, I wrestled and I was like, I could sit in front of all my friends eating late night at a Steak and Shake while I was just chomping on a glass of ice so I could make weight the Saturday morning, the next morning. That's how disciplined I was. But I mean, man, what a beautiful thing to do when you're starving and you can watch people eat the most delicious shit. And you're just like, I'm ready for this. So anyway, I'm all over the place. Let's throw one up to the Lord. Let's throw one up to life, all of our loved ones, everybody who's here, everybody who's not here. I'm thankful and grateful. That's my religion, is being grateful. I think that's all we can do, is thank each breath you get is a blessing. When I was a kid and hit by a car, I died. Oh my God, I didn't even read this, Silky Sweet. I died for a few minutes and came back. And since that day, I see and know things and am able to say or warn anyone of things coming. Oh my God. Mind blown. So you just admitted to the whole world, Silky Sweet, that you have a superpower. Well, I'm going to make sure you please just, if it's something I need to know, Silky, let me know. You know what I mean? I'm feeling great though. I have to admit, coming out of that colonoscopy, waking up, it's just, I'm so thankful to wake up. I think you never hear in church or temple where I've been, they say the first thing they should say is everybody just happy you woke up. You woke up. You were woken up today. I mean, at least we think. Were you? How would you know? I don't know. But why don't we start with the basics, the breath? No, the breath, we were woken up and we're healthy. If you have those three things, you can achieve anything in this world. Your breath, your health, and your gratefulness. Really. I think it can cure all. That is insane. So you were hit by a car and died for a few minutes. How old were you, Silky Sweet? Kind of guessed you can call it that, but was told I am unable to warn or tell people's future coming. So you're not able to tell. So explain that to me, because I get that. That's how I feel like my whole life has worked, is I get a feeling and I trust that feeling, and then I go after that feeling. For example, the house we're sitting in now, I came upstairs into this attic, the rooftop of this house. I mean, it looked like a college house. Literally, it was a transient Airbnb, artist for rent. Like people said, like drug addicts, bunk beds in every room. The whole house was like, yo, we had to fumigate it, sage the F out of it. But I saw our family here. It was weird. When I was standing in the driveway, my wife didn't even know. She was angry. We almost got divorced over this house because she didn't see it. She couldn't see it, and maybe she still does. I mean, I know now she loves the house and she sees it. But it's interesting in life. I've found in real estate, an important part, and I've done real estate. I have a couple rentals here in Los Angeles, but a very important part, I always go, it's a feeling. On something about something, when something is familiar to you, it's not quite deja vu, but it is a little bit. But when something appears, there's something familiar about that, and I don't know what it is. Like when I stepped into the driveway of this house, I was just like, I've lived here before. Isn't that interesting? I was just, and maybe that's what life is. Maybe we get to come back, and I don't know. Would it be boring? Is that what you want? Do you want to live forever? Forever, ever, forever, ever? I don't know. But when I stepped on this property, I had a feeling. And when I walked up here into this studio, I saw all of this. And I was like, how do I talk my wife into this house? Because it's a big, beautiful house in LA. It didn't have a kitchen. Oh my God. Can you imagine? My amazing wife. I mean, no wonder we had to go to couples counseling. We almost got divorced because I didn't know. Here's a little tip for you, marriage tip. If you guys are married, not married, ever maybe want to be married, not want to be married because of this tip. The number one cause for divorce is moving, renovations, young children. Nobody told me this. If you can make it past your kids being like 5 years old, which, some people are not compatible to raise children together. They think they're good. They think it's going to be like a pet. It is not. It will break you apart. Children literally can ruin your life. I mean, and make it, they make it whatever. Anyway, I'm digressulating. It is here. Here is the tip though. Where was I going with this, Sam? I had it. The parent tip, the, yeah. renovation. Anyway, I didn't know we renovated the kitchen. There was no kitchen. Our kitchen was in the door, when you come in the doorway of the front, we had a microwave, we had the coffee machine, we had the air fryer. That was our kitchen for like 6 months, and lots of tension around that. We didn't have floors for a while. We were doing construction, but now we're in this beautiful home. Anyway, my point is, I totally digressulated all over the place because I got to get to these news. I just kicked off a hot 20 for you guys, but I think it's important. I called a sign or a vision if you have already been there. We have all been here before. We have all been here before. I kind of guess you call it that, but was told sorry. Between 4 and 6. Okay, years old when you had the accident. Wow, that's young. That's great. Your parents must have been like, oh my God. It's called a sign or a vision. You have already been there. Called deja vu of already being there, and that moment finally reaches you. Yeah, it's so weird. I dreamt of being a father and having my kids when I was young. It's just crazy. I've dreamt my whole life. I'm dreaming now. Just trying to make it full reality where we can make money. So let's get into the news. Here's what's happening in your world. It's your world. If you're just tuning in, this is Samson's World, where court comedy, culture, and your universe collide, patriots. This is crazy. Let's get into this. Silky Sweet, you sent me this clip of Kristi Noem. Oh my God, Kristi Noem totally lied. I don't know how they're able to do this. I feel like if I went and lied about stealing a pack of bubble gum, I'd be in jail. These are like felonies these people are talking about. Yes, I did get the email, Silky Sweet. I think this is one of the clips, if I'm not mistaken. Let me see.
You lied on the record, and you lied to members of this committee.
There's no American citizens have been arrested or detained. We focus on those that are here illegally.
Secretary Noem, you lied.
The best part is she goes, there's no veterans that have been detained. And like 2 veterans stood up. One of the guys was deported to Korea. He fought in a war and got pun twice, right? In Panama or so, I don't know. I forget what they said where he was fighting. And they deported him to Korea. They're like, the dude hasn't been to Korea since he was 7. He was in America, and now he's like almost 80. And he's like, will you think about letting him come? It's crazy. She literally lies under oath. I don't understand how they think that works. I don't know.
And you lied to the American people. I will be including into the record an article by ProPublica from October 16, 2025, entitled, "We found that more than 170 U.S. citizens have been held by immigration agents. They've been kicked." There's nothing smiling about U.S. citizens. I'm sorry. That's very inappropriate. Let me continue. They've been kicked, dragged, and detained for days.
Yeah, that's the crazy part, Silky Sweet, is that she said she had to leave. Her. She's like, I have a massage appointment I have to get to. Can we speed this up, please? Thank you. Thank you. I have a massage appointment at 3. So this is really cutting into my time. They only give you 50 minutes. It's not really actually a full hour. And then I have a Botox appointment. Oh my God. I just got Kris Jenner's plastic surgeon's number. So excited. Taxpayers are paying for it. Flying there with my private jet. OMJ.
The Trump administration has specifically targeted the worst of the worst. The individuals that we are going after are those that are violent criminals, those that are breaking our laws.
Right. Like here in LA, when they disrupted Dan Bongino, if you look at the opening of my show and closing, I actually got an interview with Dan Bongino. I think that's his name. He's head of ICE, and he was in California. They arrested a fruit vendor, right? Just to make it, they are just, it's disgusting. Anyway.
Again, you lied to the American people. I will be including into the record, an article by the NBC News from December 7, 2025, entitled, ICE has arrested nearly 75,000 people with no criminal records, data shows. Do you agree that?
Damn. That's 75,000 people. Not criminal records. That's insane.
The judiciary is a co-equal branch of government, and it is your
That's not my America.
Your
This
obligation
is
as a
America.
member of the executive branch
Don't catch you slipping now.
to honor decisions made by the highest court of the land? Yes or no, Secretary?
We are
Yes.
abiding by all federal
We are about, she's a freaking robot, dude. The Botox. Somebody, here's what I think happened. I think China got to her Botox doctor, inserted into her head, and now she's a robot for Putin.
judges' orders.
The Justice Department said that when the
Oh, come on. Oh, is that? Okay. I think that's the end of the video here.
when the administration was ordered back in March to stop.
Man, that's crazy. Christy Nome. What else do I have here for you guys? Oh, this was funny. They were asking, I forget this guy's name. I'll see it in a second. They're asking, where is Antifa? Because Antifa, if you guys don't know, is now the #1 terrorist threat in America. It's funny because I would think it'd be domestic terrorism, like, you know, white nationalists, Proud Boys, right? Like, wouldn't that make sense? Like, or the guys who stormed the Capitol. It's a Capitol offense. It's so weird to me. What about the KKK? That they've never declared them a terrorist group when they've been terrorizing Black Americans for quite some time. It's just weird to me. But check this out, because he got roasted so hard. Look at this.
Antifa headquarters.
Where is Antifa?
What we're doing right now with the organization.
Where in the United States does Antifa exist? If it's a terrorist organization and you've identified it as #1.
We are building out the infrastructure right now.
So what does that mean? We trying to get the information. You say Antifa is a terrorist organization.
Right, #1.
Tell us as a committee, how did you come to that? Where do they exist? How many members do they have in the United States as of right now?
Well, that's very fluid. It's ongoing for us to understand that. The same, no different than Al Qaeda and ISIS.
No, I don't want you to ask one question, sir.
No.
I just want you to tell us. If you said Antifa is the #1 domestic terrorist organization operating in the United States, I just need to know where they are, how many people. I don't want a name. I don't want anything like that. Just how many people have you identified with the FBI that Antifa is made of?
Well, the investigations are active.
Sir, you wouldn't come to this committee and say something you can't prove. I know. I know you wouldn't do that. But you did.
You wouldn't come to this committee and say something that wasn't true, but you did. Oh my God, this is crazy. This administration is like just mind-bending. Historic. I just saw we might go to World War IV. Is that what we're on? I don't even. World War III. Sorry, I don't know what's going on, man. I love Venezuela. I love China. You know, like all these Canada. I mean, we're friends with these people. It's crazy. And Sam, ICE was in my town today again and pulled over a company work bus of immigrants legally here to work. Yeah, it's freaking disgusting. You know, my son said ICE came to his high school the other day. How disgusting, man. It's a predominantly Latino school. How disgusting. You know, because to my son, it's just an, you know, okay, that happened. That's weird. That's crazy. Thankfully, the school turned them away. They did the right thing. They did. I wouldn't let them in. How do we know? How do you know it's not like some mass puners showing up in ICE costumes? You know, Christy Nome had a costume for Halloween. It's a Halloween costume you can buy. A border patrol. It's very easy. So what stops somebody from? How do you know? Just emailed you the pic of the post. Let me check it out. Let me check it. Let me check it out. Patriots, it is 2:31 on a beautiful Friday afternoon. Happy Friday to you guys. We made it. Christmas break is coming up soon. I'm excited about that. If you're just tuning in, I did have a colonoscopy. Everything was good. I had a small polyp. I was talking about that. It's so quick, man. They put you on that propofol and you're like, hey, and then you're gone. And then you're in the next room. You're like, what the hell happened? profiling and stopping the hands that feed you. Let me see. Oh, the bus pulled over. Yeah, you're showing me this. This is cray, man. People are terrible. And people are like calling it in. That's what's disgusting. Yeah, they're going to daycares. That's what I don't get. Where are the criminals you're going after? That's what I don't understand. Why students? Why would you go after children? God, man, this is. And I think if you don't live in a place like California, New Mexico, Denver, New York, you're not experiencing what immigrants are going through. You're really not. And I think that is what lets people remain complacent, is that they don't know anybody that this is affecting. Humans are really bad like that. We're really disgusting. When look at the 5 o'clock news. Oh, some so-and-so got shot. Blah, blah, blah. You don't care unless it's somebody you know personally. I remember COVID was like that. You never cared. And you're like, oh my God, do you hear so-and-so's grandma got died? We need to care more about each other. You don't care until it's on your front doorstep. And that's what a lot of these people, they voted for. And like, oh my God, I can't believe it. They deported my grandma. Yeah, you voted for this. Joe Rogan, I can't believe it. Theo Von, Andrew Schultz, this is not what I voted for. This is not what I voted for. This is not what I voted for. The podcast bros. They got fooled. They didn't vote for this, but guess what? They got him elected. Yeah, the podcast bros are pissed. Ha! Because we didn't vote for this. The podcast bros are pissed. Boo boo. Because we didn't vote for this. Yeah, the podcast bros are pissed. Because this is not what we voted for this. Yeah, the podcast bros are pissed. Yo, because we didn't vote for this. Shit. Just killing it here on a Friday. Oh, guys, how's this coming through? You guys picking up what I'm laying down? You feeling good on this Friday? You ready to take this energy and conquer the world? I hope you are. Let's get to 3i Atlas. Here we go. Just in time. You're just in time, Justin. We're going to talk about 3i Atlas now. 3i Atlas, my friend, brought over to Earth, except the light show that's going to happen. There's a light show that's going to happen? Oh, my God. Let's bring up the latest clip on 3i Atlas that I found on the TikTok.
Brand new 3i Atlas images, definitely worth seeing. And something very rare and strange is happening. So let's talk through all this.
By the way, guys, very exciting. Celebrate this tonight. 1 week from today, 3i Atlas is coming to a theater near you from the guys who brought you Atlas 1 and Atlas 2. Comes 3i Atlas, a story of a space entity trying to find a new home in danger. I don't know. Anyway.
Let's begin with the first image. It was taken on November 25th, and even though 3i Atlas is still incredibly far, around 295 million kilometers, telescopes are still picking it up quite well. And what's crazy is the scale of this thing. So using a plate scale measurement with pixels, when you convert that to a real distance at its current range, it seems to be showing roughly 6.5 million kilometers of tail. 6.5 million. Okay, and the second image comes from astrophotographer Diego San Arrojo.
That's not
also
real.
From November 25th from Brazil. And it shows something a little bit different. A bright circular core with a clean, smooth halo around it. This is a very stable, very symmetrical look, almost no visible jet structure in this specific frame, which makes it a nice snapshot of the nucleus and the inner coma. And here's the part you're not really hearing about. Earth is actually surrounded right now by two comets, 3i Atlas and Comet R2 Swan. Both are currently passing through our region of space. Both have visible tails. And this is the odd part. Both have inward, sunward facing tails due to the geometry and how the sunlight's hitting it. Two different comets, two sunward tails, surrounding Earth at the exact same time. I mean, this is rare. So I'll keep updating as more images drop, especially as we get closer to December 19th when it makes its closest approach. But let me ask you this. If you had to describe 3i Atlas in one word, what's that word?
Great question. If I had to describe 3i Atlas in one word, captivating. Spectacular. Okay, that was 2 words, Sam. Anyway, I'm digressulating. It's getting hot up here in Studio 8. I will let you know. Slauson. That's right. This is the Marathon Clothing. Long live Nipsey Hussle, King of LA. Kendrick Lamar is also the King of LA. I'm having a great day. Great Friday. Happy to be alive. It's been a good day. Let's get moving along, guys. Let's get moving with this. Here's what's happening in your world. It's your world. Not sure if you saw the Erica Kirk interview on CBS. By the way, I say this almost every day on my show. Journalism is dead. CBS is now an arm of the Trump administration. And this interview proves it because this Bari Weiss, whatever her name is, CBS reporter, disgusting journalism. It's not honest. It's performative. I'll let you guys be the judge, but Erica Kirk's eyes are freaking the fuck out of the world. I'm sorry. I'm just here to say it. Look, if Nick Fuentes and all of our politicians, like they're cursing, Trump told Venezuela, try to fuck around. JD Vance says, Trump says you wear shitty shoes. Like, what are we doing? I don't curse just in front of my kids like that. And certainly I don't, when it is comedians, it's a clean show. We don't curse. You got some poop on your shoes. That's what you should say as a politician. We need to get back to some level of decency. This is crazy. CBS is bought. That's why please guys, become a member of my YouTube page. Help me build this empire of dirt. If you want truth, this is the last line of truth. They're all bought. They're all lying to you. They're all lying to you.
Sovereign, but he's just. And so let the Lord.
Yeah, there we go. I got the quote.
Is there a difference, Erica, between forgiving someone in a religious and spiritual sense, but also wanting justice for them here on earth?
No, of course. But we serve a just God. And I rest easy in knowing that he's sovereign, but he's just.
Wow.
And so let the Lord handle that.
Is there a difference?
Dude, that was so freaking gangster rap. What the hell is she talking about? So let the Lord handle that. Let the Lord handle that. That sounded like a veiled threat. Here's what everybody online is saying. Okay? Here's what everybody online is saying. Why is she forgiven the alleged killer Tyler Robinson, but will not forgive telling Candace Owens to stop? Like, oh wait, hold on. Is this the clip? Let me see what. Hold on.
Is there a difference, Erica, between forgiving someone in a religious and spiritual sense, but also wanting justice for them?
This is not the Candace Owens clip I have, but it's just the eyes are freaking everybody out. I'm just letting you know, human to human, nobody is buying it. It seems like it seems more like she has something to do about it because she told. Let me find the clip from Candace Owens that I have to bring in here. Is it this one? Maybe it's this one. Hold on.
She is a degenerate.
Oh no.
She is burning everything down.
This is Tim Pool.
And she's gloating and smiling while she does it. And you know what you told me? She has no security. She doesn't deal with the shit we have to deal with.
Oh
She's a piece of shit. She's making everyone else suffer. And all of these conservatives out there that send me these messages have no balls to call her out. More and more people have started.
By the way, the White House lets this guy into the press pool.
Doing it. They send me these.
Let me find the video that I want to play for you. This is so, I mean, what world are we living in? What world are we actually living in? Let me find this creepy ass clip. Hold on. Here we go. This is crazy, Patriots. Thank you for tuning in. If you're just tuning in, this is Samson's World, where court, comedy, culture, and your universe collide in one big jizz pad of a beautiful life. That's right. I said jizz pad. It's funny. I think we demonize sex too much.
We just got a couple of brand new 3
Sex is one of the most healthiest things
Per
you
vote
can
away
do.
of-
Let me see. Hold on. Hang
Pointing.
on. Bringing it in.
He's sovereign.
In 10 days.
The podcaster can
The podcaster Candace. Oh shoot. Hold on. Come on, Sam. Hang on. Yeah, hold on a second, Patriots. I'm coming in strong with this. By the way, how am I doing high on propofol today? I hope you're enjoying this show. It's the only one you'll see like this, where I'm on propofol and doing the show. I mean, still coming off of that stuff. Feels like some good Molly, I guess. Anyway, check this
Pastor
out.
Candace Owens. Okay? At one time, a friend of Charlie's, at one time, an employee of Turning Point. She has been one of the main peddlers of these conspiracies, and she is making a huge amount of money on it. She is building her business off of these lies.
So here's what I think. This is not good journalism. How does she know they're lies? How does she know Tyler Robinson is officially the killer and that's it? There's no questions to be asked. She says peddling. Peddling is demeaning. Hang on, guys. Hold on. Important. Hey, what's up, Chucks?
Oh, wait, are you picking me up or is Ma?
No, I'm picking you up. I'm out of my colonoscopy.
Can you pick me up soon?
Yeah, when do you want to get picked up?
Now?
Good Lord. All right, I'm on the podcast. I'll be off in just a second. Say hi to the world.
Hi.
Okay, love you.
Love you.
Bye. All right, guys. I'm gonna have to get Chucks here pretty soon. Anyway, let's keep playing this clip real quick. This is just so fun. I mean, it's just what happened to CBS. When I saw this, honestly, it made me most sad for like what happened to CBS.
What do you want to say to her and the other people that are putting these lies out into the world right now?
Stop. That's it. That's all I have to say.
It's so creepy. She goes, stop. That's it. That's all I had to say. It's like she goes into devil and hi, I'm Erica again. I mean, talk about, I don't know, multi-personality.
Stop.
So this is just to me. I'm going to also let you know they pre-recorded this. Obviously, I told you this yesterday.
Let me let you guys know. I'm not a big Candace Owens fan. I have not been a Candace Owens fan until about now, honestly. And do you know she has 48,000 people waiting on her live? I've got about 50 some odd people on the live right now. She has almost 50,000 people waiting on it. Erica Kirk's, I mean, the thing is, Erica Kirk should be acting like Candace. Candace is almost acting like her and Charlie were having an affair, and they probably really were in love. You know, I think they connected on a lot of levels. But then later in the interview, Erica, this interviewer asked her about what about the quotes of, Black women are not mentally as smart and all this shit. She's like, yeah, I just encourage people to watch the whole clip. It's like this out of context, dude. He was a racist and a bigot, and a lot of white guys like that. A lot of white men don't think their wives should vote, like Nick Fuentes, the virgin freaking Mary Queen boy, micro penis, proud boy, white nationalist. That's what these white dudes like. These insecure white men in America who think, white men are disappearing because we are the minority throughout the world. I mean, Black, brown, Asian people are the majority. And that's why white inferiority. They're always scared that we're going to disappear. Just Lord. I'm digressulating. Keep it going, Sammy.
From about 11 o'clock to 4 p.m. I have sources just everywhere, CBS News, the people that were in the audience I showed you were emailing me, and they had to do multiple takes because Barry wanted to read a prompter. These questions were pre-submitted, okay? And I would like to respond to this loaded question. What would you like to say? The podcaster Candace Owens, and I'm not even going to address and doing ballistics on YouTube. If you catch a bunch of views, they want to convince you that like you wake up and you turn into a millionaire. Building her business. What are you talking about? I already had this business. I was already at the top of the charts. Okay, I said I wasn't going to talk about it. I actually did because it's so ridiculous. Okay. But she says, I'm lying. And Eric responds, and her answer to what do you want to say to the podcaster Candace Owens who is lying?
Stop.
Is stop. So Erica would like me to stop lying. And I would like to honor that. Okay. I can only honor that if Erica is more explicit in terms of what I have lied about. What did I lie about? It's just incredible. There have this opportunity.
I just saw something on TikTok, this Turning Point USA ex-employee, he had signed an NDA and he couldn't talk about a lot, but he had said there were inner circles in Turning Point USA and that some of them were working against, this is all alleged, Charlie Kirk. And there was, they said, some Jewish entity also that was, that he wasn't adapting to. Then the whole thing with Erica Kirk saying Shabbat Shalom. Like I said yesterday, my wife is Catholic. They're all, they're Catholic AF, man. They would never say Shabbat Shalom. I would have loved it if I'd be like, oh shit, Shabbat Shalom. Thank you. Thanks for recognizing my religion too. But no.
The questions have been before. You could just start like going through them. Maybe they will. By the way, it's coming out on Saturday. Maybe I've made a mistake somewhere and I'm happy. I want to correct that, right? I'm not interested. My goal is not to tell lies. It is obviously plausible that I have made mistakes. I've reviewed these lists that we've put together and I can't find the lie, okay? The lies that I find are coming out of Turning Point USA.
I mean, and here's the surprising part. How did they get it approved to dig up, put new concrete right over the whole site? There's so many ifs, or what questions that they're not. As a wife, how would you settle on just Tyler Robinson? I would be like, are all these people, is it a conspiracy? Like, why doesn't the wife believe it's a conspiracy, but Candace Owens does? And look, again, I am not a Candace Owens supporter, but I'm just trying to figure out what is she lying about in this scenario. When she talked her crazy shit before about black people and all that, T.I. set her straight. But it's just like, for this, I don't know, man. What do you guys think?
Okay, and here are some of those lies. Mikey had blood all over him. Okay, Mikey has offered that his dad was confused. I'll accept that. Well, I didn't lie about that. Rob McCoy lied. His father also said he called his father first. Maybe Rob McCoy was confused. Mikey being a hero for walking away doesn't feel honest. Charlie's neck stopping a 30-06 bullet because he ate healthy and had strong bones. It was
Well, and how about Kash Patel, who would not get off the airplane because he forgot his FBI jacket and they had to go rip one off of a female FBI agent. And then she didn't have the two. I want the two patches. Why does Kash Patel always look like he's in trouble and high as hell on coke? But I mean, again, these people were not see you in Valhalla. His best friend, I was best friends with Charlie Kirk. So then why did you care about having a jacket on? Why didn't you rush off the plane to be like, where is he? What is it?
Modern day Christian miracle. That feels like a pretty big lie. Okay. Charlie never wavered in his support for Israel was a nasty lie. Maybe Barry want to what do you want to say to the people that literally lied about what Charlie was living through in the last weeks of his life? Stop, Josh Hammer. Stop, Bibi Netanyahu. No, I'm sorry. Barry Weiss is here. We're not going to get to that. Charlie was a committed evangelical who only liked Catholic architecture. Did I lie about that? Nope. Turning Point USA lied about that. And I was attacked for telling, I'm attacked for catching the lies. We'll get to that later. That's their new method. Once first they accuse me of lying, then I prove I'm not lying, and then their strategy is to attack me for telling the truth and saying, how dare you reveal a personal text message to defend yourself?
I don't know, guys. Look, again, disclaimer, I don't like Candace Owens at all, but what she's doing with this Charlie Kirk case is interesting, and you cannot deny there are questions. The same around, Trump's pun attempt. So many questions around that. And if you don't question it, you're not living in the same reality. But hey, let's go out on a laugh because, hey, F Joe Biden. Let's go, Brandon. Remember this guy who just left us, who screwed us over and left us with Trump? He can't even say United States of America anymore. Look at this shit.
As long as we keep the faith, summon hope, and get back up and remember who in the hell we are.
Yeah.
We're the United States of America. That's who we are. We're the U.S.
Excuse me?
We're the United States of America. We're the United States of America. We're the United States of America. That's who we are. We're the U.S. And there's nothing.
Nima Williams, great comedian. I wrote that from his page. Anyway, that's hilarious, guys. I hope you had a wonderful day. I got to go pick up my kids. I'm so happy to be here. I'm so thankful for all your guys' viewership and watching the show with me every day. Go out and laugh with the Trump, with the Walker pic I sent you a few minutes ago, Sam. Let me see real quick. Trump with him. Where's the Trump picture? Let me see. Trying to open it up. Is it? I just have the bus one. Oh, here we go. Is he really on a walker? No way. Is that true? This is... No way. Is this real Silky Smooth? Silky Sweet. Sorry, Silky Smooth. That's funny. Silky Smooth. That's like your rap name. Guys, this is Samson's World, where court, comedy, culture, and the universe collide. I hope you have a beautiful weekend. I'm going to bring in this last picture real quick. Is this real? Is this verifiable? It's 2 pics. Is it this one? Says it's real. No way, dude. Doze and Donnie, everybody. Doze and Donnie is what we call him. Good freaking Lord. Oh my God. He's on the walker. Even my dad's doing better than that, bro. And my mom's kicking his ass. That's why we need a woman. When you see men, when they get around 80, they can't fucking walk. And women are skipping around doing Pilates still. I love you guys. I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful weekend. Keep light, love, health, safety, happiness in your lives, laughter. To anybody who's lost somebody out there, I'm so sorry for your loss. I wish you healing and light, and they're always with us. You know, I believe we can always talk to people. We're always there. There's always a part of us here. So, and if you ever need me, I'm always here for you too. You got somebody, you got family, and Secret Service Sam and Samson's World. I love you guys. Secret Service Sam out. Samson for president of the world.
Can you freestyle rap at all?
Not yet.
Doesn't it appear to be extremely coincidental that you guys arrest people right outside of Governor Newsom's press conference? Is this really just a show of power?